Namaste Saraswate Gaurvani Prachare Nirvishesha Shunyam Vastam Bhutari. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Hare Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Jai Jai Bharati Jai Jai Bharati Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare श्री गौर मिठाई की, राधा वृंदावन चंद्र की, पंच तत्व की, श्रील रघुनाथ दास गोस्वामी की, संत गोस्वामी प्रभु की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की, पानीहाटी महामहोत्सव की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरि हरि बोल। So welcome to all the devotees for a very special festival, Panihati festival, the festival of punishment. And so we have different types of festivals all over the year. And if you see in each and every festival, the main focus, including Ekadashi, is on fasting.
Yeah, but this is feasting.
But this is the only festival in a year where it is only feasting, no fasting, full day eating, and lots of eats. That is the festival, Panihati festival. Correct. So the actual day was yesterday, but we are observing today. Correct. So today we'll discuss this very special pastime which happened on this day. So Panihati is the name of the place in West Bengal near Kolkata. Generally, we go in our trips to this place. How many of you have visited Panihati place? Okay, lot of people. Huh? You were there? Yes, about. That is why every year we have to remind. Don't forget. Yes, so Krishna appeared 5,000 years back, correct? Why Krishna appeared on this planet 5,000 years back?
To establish dharma and create the
Devotion. Yes. What else? Why Krishna appears?
righteousness,
Dharma. Okay. What is dharma?
the laws
Why Krishna appears?
for his devotees. Yeah, pleasure his devotees.
Huh?
Overflows.
Yes, all reasons are correct, but one of the very important reason is how he shows mercy. So Krishna shows that what is the definition of real love. Today we can see all over the world, so many incidents are happening. Recently, one more news came out. One girl killed a boy to want to get married. Correct. So many things which we used to see in Bollywood movies. Now it is happening in real life. It is happening.
Young boy in the train also get escaped. That was terrible. Young boy. I know. Train. They want to close the door. I know.
Many incidents like. So all these things are happening. So by looking at all these things, a question arises: where is real love? What is the definition of real love in this world? So Krishna appears to write that definition of the real love in this world. Because this world is temporary. Even if you love somebody, first of all, that real love is very rare to find in this world. And even if you love somebody, this love is limited to this body. So the love is not permanent because designations are changing every life. This life you got a male body, next life you may get a female body. Indian, American, all these things are changing every life. Families are changing. So these designations are changing. So love also is temporary here in this world. But we as Jiva Atma are searching for eternal love, permanent love, everlasting love. For that, Krishna appears to show your real love exists between you and Krishna. That is the only love which can be there always, contaminated, unalloyed. So to revive that love, Krishna appears. In fact, Krishna gave theoretical knowledge about real love. And in Kali Yuga, nobody was interested. So then again, Krishna appeared 500 years back to show what happens when you get Krishna Prema, that real love in your life. What is that madness? What do you get when you attain real love of Krishna? What is that ecstasy? What do you experience when you get that real love of Krishna? Not you get that love. Why that love? Love is already there in the heart. This love is not artificial imposition on us. Other love is artificial imposition. But this love is intrinsic quality of Atma. Atma already has that love for Krishna. Somehow this love has got covered because of contamination, greed, enviousness, so many things happen. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared to show his personal example that if you revive your love for Krishna, this is a level of ecstasy you can experience in your life. This is Ananda waiting for you. And Krishna appointed some of his prema to everyone. And one of his prominent disciples were Shat Goswamis. 6 Goswamis are very famous. Why they are very famous?
Because they re-established Vrindavan.
Yes, today the Vrindavan, what you see, it is only because of
Shat Goswami.
Goswamis. Actually, Vrindavan had got lost in Kali Yuga because of attacks of many invaders in India. All these places, Radha Kund, Sham Kund, all the past places of Krishna, almost got lost, disappeared from this. Nobody was there Kali Yuga. There is Vrindavan, there is Radha Kund like this, Govardhan. So 6 Goswamis were appointed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to go and pastimes. And today also if you go to Vrindavan, there are temples which were established by Shat Goswamis. After that, many temples have come up. Now there are more than 5,000 temples. Vrindavan, which a lot of people are not aware, are called Shat Goswami temples. About a temple was a place which was like the meeting place for all the 6 Goswamis. They all used to meet together, they would discuss how we can spread Krishna Prema to each and everyone. And they spread. So today we are aware of position of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, whatever knowledge we have about his creation, it is all because of Shat Goswamis. So among the Shat Goswamis, there is one very special Goswami. His name is Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. So all these Goswamis are from extraordinary background. They were very intelligent, big scholars from very good families, and they, you know, left everything, sacrificed everything for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission. So like that, one of the Goswamis' name is Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. And he was born in the year 1494 in a village called Krishnapur village. And his father's name was Govardhan Mazumdar. And Govardhan Mazumdar was a very rich landlord in Bengal. He was so rich that he was directly interacting, reporting to Nawab of that time. At that time, Mughals were ruling in India. So, king of Bengali was Nawab Hussain. So, Govardhan Mazumdar used to collect tax and directly give it to Nawab Hussain. Raghunath Goswami took birth in a very rich family, but from the very beginning he was detached. He was not interested in any material activities. Krishna explains in Bhagavad Gita, Bhogashwarya Sakta Daya Bharata Cheta Samvyavasayatmik Buddhi Eke Guru Nandana. Generally, what happens because of opulence, generally. But Raghunath Das Goswami, although he was in the midst of all opulence, still he was detached from beginning of his life. So Govardhan Mazumdar and his brother was Hiranya Mazumdar. They were from a very pious background, all the very rich. So they had one family priest. His name was Balram-Acharya. Now, any other pious family you see, they always take guidance from the family priest in all the rituals, all the activities. So Balram-Acharya to preach them about Krishna consciousness. And then he saw Raghunath Das Goswami. He is, by nature is very detached. He is not attached to anything. So one day it so happened that Haridas Thakur was there in Krishnapur. Haridas Thakur is another extraordinary disciple of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Who is Haridas Thakur?
Ramacharya.
Ramacharya. He was came in touch with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And just because of association with the Lord, he developed Krishna Prema. Because of this Krishna Prema, every day he was chanting 22 hours Hare Krishna Mahamantra without fail, every day. These are symptoms of love of God. So Balram Acharya one day informed Raghunath Das Goswami, there is one very exalted devotee, Haridas Thakur. He is here in Krishnapur. We should go and take his association. So Raghunath Goswami started going there where Haridas Thakur was staying. And every day he would go and hear Krishna Katha. And Haridas Thakur would talk about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, glorify Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, about his activities, about his pastimes. And Krishna word actually means who is
All attractive.
all attract. So when we hear about Krishna, what happens? We actually revive our love for Krishna, which is already there. So Raghunath Dasuna already every day he was hearing about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Just by hearing again and again, again and again, he developed intense attraction for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is anyway Krishna. So it is mentioned Bhakti, Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu, Smaranam Pada Sevanam. So somebody's car, black Creta car is there, the parking. Some issue is there. So you can just start some videos. Black Creta car, anybody has got. So it is mentioned in the scriptures, a very important part in our spiritual life is Shravanam, spiritual life. If there is regular Shravanam, then we can make systematic advancement in spiritual life. In fact, Srila Prabhupada explains that why we open temples? Why we open temples?
So that it is
Yes. temples are not meant for some rituals only. Temples are actually meant for Shravanam. Every day there is a system should be there in all the temples where people can go and hear about Krishna. Very important. Unless until there is no hearing, nobody can make systematic progress in their spiritual life. Even if a person is involved only in rituals and there is no hearing, then those rituals will become mechanical. And in fact, Prabhupada says this kind of deity worship or seva of the Archavika in the temple will become like Galagraha. Galagraha means burden for a person if there is no hearing about the scriptures. So, hearing is considered more important than other rituals in the temple. But unfortunately, today temples are becoming place for livelihood. Why livelihood? Because there is no hearing about Krishna conscious activities, there is no hearing from Bhagavatam. So all those activities have become galagraha, means burden for people, those who are in the temple. And they are looking at temples as only means for their livelihood. Okay, people will come, they will give some donations so that we can live nicely in temples. This is a problem when there is no hearing. So hearing is very important in our spiritual life. We other ritual, everything can stop, but hearing cannot stop in our spiritual life. We want to make advance in our spiritual life. Because the problem with us is we forget. जो आज सुना कल ही भूल जाएंगे. So इसलिए every day we have to revive. Oh, Krishna is there. I'm pardon parcel. I meant to go back to God. Liberation is very important for me. I am engaged in so many activities in this world. I have to spare time for this main focus, main goal of my life. So Raghunath Das Goswami, because he was hearing from Haridas Thakur, again, the source of hearing also has to be very important. Haridas Thakur was pure devotee of Krishna, so he was hearing from him. So that transformed his heart. And when his heart got transformed, he was intensely desiring when I can go and meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now, when this was going on, at that time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his age was around 24. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu lived on this planet for how many years? 48. So 24 years he was in Bengal, other 24 years he was in Jagannath. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at the age of 24 took sannyas, and at that time he was going towards where he was going, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from Bengal. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was going to Jagannath Puri. Sorry, not Jagannath Puri actually. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was going to Vrindavan. So after he took sannyas, he was going to Vrindavan and he was in ecstasy. He is going to Vrindavan. And then with him, Nityanand Prabhu, who is Balram, who was also going with him. And looking at madness of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityanand thought, oh, look, we should do something now. So Nityanand thought that we will misguide Chaitanya Mahaprabhu today. How will misguide? We'll ask all the coward boys in Bengal only nearby that if Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inquired from them, where is this place where I'm going? So they will say this Vrindavan. And this river which is Ganges is Yamuna. So like that, all the coward boys, they misinformed Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as soon as he heard this is Vrindavan and Yamuna, he went into ecstasy. He started dancing Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And he was about to go inside Yamuna river, thinking this Yamuna, which was actually Ganges, and he was in Bengal only. That time, Advaita-acharya was coming there in boat. So Advaita-acharya saw, Chaitanya, how come you are in Vrindavan? What are you doing here? So he said, no, I am not in Vrindavan. You are in Bengal only. That place is actually near Shantipur, where Advaita-acharya's residence is there. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, oh, that means Nityanand Prabhu has cheated me. He's saying this is Vrindavan and this is Yamuna. So Advaita Acharya said, no, Lord, wherever you are, that place becomes Vrindavan. So that is not wrong. That is a correct statement. And this river is also Yamuna. One sense, because Yamuna and Ganga, Ganges, they meet at Prayagraj. So they are coming together in Yamuna. So nothing is wrong. Both statements are true. So like that, they all took Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Advaitacharya's house, Prabhu's house. And Raghunath Das Goswami got to know that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is staying in Advaitacharya's Prabhu's house. So he thought, no, this is the time I should go to Shanti, go and meet. So he asked his father and mother that I want to go and meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He has taken sannyas. So his father and mother thought, first of all, he's already mad and he's a sannyasi. No, no, you cannot go. You be here only, you cannot go anywhere. So he said, no, no, I want to meet. I cannot stay here like this. I will meet and come back. So somehow, he went to Shantipur to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And as soon as he met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's effulgence. He got attracted to Mahaprabhu and he asked God, please take me under your shelter. I don't want to go back now. I want to be with you. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed, no, no, you are very young, go back. Now this is not the right age. I will tell you when the right time will come. Like that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu praised him and forcibly he was sent back. So he came back. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from Advaitacharya's house, now this time he went to Jagannathpur because his mother requested Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that you don't go to Vrindavan. Vrindavan is very far away. You be here in Jagannathpur so that I can get regular news about it. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Jagannathpur. And then after some time, 3-4 years, again Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was going towards Vrindavan. And again he was staying at Shantipur. And again Raghunath Das got to know. Again Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come in Bengal. This time again he requested his father and mother that I want to go and meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Again, his father was reluctant to send him, but still, Raghunatha Swami was hell bent to go. So somehow or other, again, father allowed him. And this time when he went, he became more mad. And this time, in fact, his father kept some security guards because he was running away from house again and again. So when this time Raghunath Goswami met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, again he requested Mahaprabhu, please this time don't leave me, take me with you only. I want to be with you only. I will serve your mission. So at that time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed him that this is called Markat Vairagya. What you're trying to achieve is called Markat Vairagya. What is Markat Vairagya? You are concerned about Vairagya, which is externally visible. You have to practice Vairagya inside. Markat means a monkey. Monkey also stays in forest naked. He also never wears clothes and he eats only fruits. Nothing is there. But externally appears like monkey is fully vairagi, detached. Correct? But what is there inside his mind? Monkey is full of lusty desires. So he will always have some companions along with him. That is the nature of a monkey. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed him that this kind of external vairagya will not help you in your spiritual life. You go back and stay at home. Even in Grasta life, you can practice vairagya. You become internally detached. This is called real vairagya. Don't show off your vairagya that I become detached. At home, you do everything whatever is required, but you offer all your activities to Krishna. So like that, Raghunath was, he came back. He thought, okay, I will practice this. I will engage in business and all those activities. Still internally, I will practice Krishna consciousness. So he was practicing like that. And then he got married to a girl who was very beautiful. But still, he was not comfortable. And again, he would run away many times from house. And security guards would bring him back. It was going on regular basis. So one day, huh, Govardhan's wife asked him that we should do something. You should bring some ropes and tie him at home so that he will never go anywhere. So Govardhan Majumdar told his wife, no, so much of wealth he has, opulence of Indra, and such a beautiful wife is there. They are not able to stop him. Which ropes can bind him in this place? Nobody can stop him. He has become mad about it. He has attained Krishna Prema. Now nobody can stop him. So, like that was going on for a long time. And then one very special personality came at a place called Panihati. Who is that? Shri Nityanand Prabhu ki. So Nityanand Prabhu came. So Panihati is also a place of another exalted devotee. His name is Raghav Pandit Das. How many devotees visited Raghav Pandit Das house? Last time you told me, yes. So Raghav Pandit is a very exalted devotee of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and is to invite Vaishnavas and serve them prasad very well. His sister was very expert in cooking. So she used to cook very nice for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Nityananda was there in Panihati, and again Raghunath Das requested his father that I am going to go and meet Nityananda Prabhu. He is here in Panihati. So again, father reluctant, but somehow he knew we cannot stop him. So then he was sent with 10 bodyguards so that he can come back safely. So Nityananda Prabhu was sitting under a tree. This tree is still there in Panihati. This tree was on bank of Ganges. And Raghunath Das, he went there at this place, Panihati. As soon as he saw Nityananda Prabhu, he saw a lot of effulgence was coming out from Nityananda Prabhu's body. As if there are 1,000 suns arisen at that place. That was a level of effulgence which was coming out from his body. So Raghunath Das, he thought that, I am not at all a devotee. I have so many material desires in my heart. I am not at all eligible to go near Nityananda Prabhu. So from very long distance, he paid his Dandavat pranams and he was hiding behind a tree and offering praise to Nityananda Prabhu. So one devotee was there named Nityananda Prabhu. He informed Nityananda Prabhu that, Lord, today one of your very nice devotee has come here, Raghunath Das. So Nityananda Prabhu saw, oh, Raghunath Das has come. Please call him. Where is he? So they said, no, he's hiding behind a tree. So Nityananda Prabhu went there and he dragged him towards him. And then Raghunath Das immediately paid his Dandavat pranams. And Nityananda Prabhu placed his lotus feet on this. Nityananda Prabhu is Balram, Lord Balram. And that time Nityananda told Raghunath Das Goswami that you are a thief. You are hiding away from me. And today I will punish you because you are hiding away from me. And what is the punishment for you? So you have to serve all the Vaishnavas who have assembled in Panihati with a very nice feast of chidadhahi, chipped rice. So Raghunath Das said, yo, definitely Lord, any seva, whatever you do, I will do for you. So Nityananda said, anyway, you are from a very rich family, organize feast prasadam for everyone. So then he ordered chipped rice, curd, condensed milk, and two big earthen pots were arranged there. One pot, there was chipped rice mixed with curd and fruits, green camphor, and other things were mixed together. Another pot, there was condensed milk mixed with chipped rice. And then they added other fruits and flavors, just like that. And then each and every devotee was given smaller sizes earthen pots to have two varieties of chipped rice. And then this news got spread to nearby villages, and all the Brahmanas came from nearby villages. Other devotees also started coming in when they heard that there is a feast prasadam being distributed. And then Raghunath Das, he engaged all his servants, whoever was there with him, to bring more quantity of chipped rice, curd, condensed milk, and distribute more and more prasadam to all the devotees. Correct? So, like this prasadam was distributed to all the devotees. In fact, there was no place for devotees to honor prasadam. So they went inside the river While standing in the river, they were taking prasadam. So, like that, when this was going on at that time, Nityanand Prabhu, in his meditation, he invited Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at this place. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, but he was not visible to everyone. Only Nityanand Prabhu and some fortunate exalted devotee, they were able to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu there. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, and then Nityanand Prabhu took one morsel of chipped rice from one pot and immediately inserted it in the mouth of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also took one morsel of chipped rice and inserted it in the mouth of Nityananda. Like that. But devotees who were watching, they were not able to understand what is going on here, what Nityananda is doing here. So, like that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became very pleased when he saw so many devotees are honoring prasadam. So, prasadam is not different from Krishna. So, when we distribute prasadam to all the devotees, and when they honor and they're satisfied by taking prasadam, that gives a lot of satisfaction to the Lord and even his pure devotees. And this is one of the best seva which we can do for devotees by distributing prasadam. So, like that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also participated in this process, and that entire festival got over. And next day, when Raghunath Das Goswami went and approached Nityananda Prabhu, that when I can get mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I wish to be there in this moment, in this mission. So Nityananda was said, no, yesterday you were not aware, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself appeared and he was very pleased by your seva. So much so that you have got blessings of not only Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, from all the Vaishnavas, whoever was there. So definitely now you are going to get very soon mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So like that, Raghunatha Swami was very happy and pleased hearing that, and he went back. Okay. So scriptures explains in Bhagavad Gita, 17th chapter, 13th verse, Vidihina asrashtanam mantrahinam adakshinam shraddha virahitam yagyam tamasam prichakshate. And that sacrifice perform in defiance of scriptural injunctions, in which no spiritual food is distributed, no hymns are chanted, and no remunerations are made to the priest, and which is faithless, that sacrifice is a nature of ignorance. तो अगर हम लोग कोई भी यज्ञ करते हैं, सेक्रीफाइस करते हैं, कोई भी रिचुअल परफॉर्म करते हैं, आफ्टर दैट प्रोग्राम, if there is no distribution of prasadam, that activity is considered to be mode of ignorance. That is considered to be tamasic. अगर आपने कोई यज्ञ किया, सेक्रीफाइस किया, लेकिन बाद में आपने जितने भी असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज हैं उनको आपने प्रसादम डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन नहीं किया, that is considered to be tamasic, that activity. So any ritual, any sacrifice we do, it has to be accompanied with distribution of prasadam to all the assembled devotees. Very important. And Krishna also explains in Bhagavad Gita 3rd chapter, 9th verse, Yagyarthar karmano anyatra lopo yam karma bandhana tadartam karma panteya mukta sapa samachara. Work done as a sacrifice of Vishnu has to be performed. Otherwise, work binds one to this material world. Therefore, son of Kunti, perform prescribed duties for his satisfaction. That way, he'll always remain unattached and free from bondage. So, when we distribute prasadam, what happens? We also become free from karmic reactions. Yajna is the only activity where there is no reaction. So, when you go any activity, there should be distribution of prasadam. This is the yajna in Kali Yuga. And Krishna further explains, Yajna Shishta Sina Santo Muchinte Sarva Kil Vishi. Bhujante te avagam papa ye pachanti atma karanat. The devotees of the Lord are released from all kinds of sins because they eat food which is first offered first for sacrifice. Others who prepare food for personal sense enjoyment verily eat only sin. Sometimes Bhagavad Gita, people think Bhagavad Gita is promoting vegetarian food, veganism. No, Bhagavad Gita is not promoting vegetarian, non-vegetarian, veganism, nothing. Bhagavad Gita promotes only prasadam, food offered to Krishna. Anything you eat, there is reaction. Any food you eat. We'll take questions after this. Any food you eat, there is reaction. So Krishna is not encouraging, okay, this kind of food you eat, you take more carbohydrates, protein. No. Krishna is talking about you take only Krishna prasada, food offered to the Lord. Yakya Shishta Sina Santo. My Santa means devotees, they take only food offered to Krishna. That's it. They are not bothered about any other food. They don't know anything else. Correct? And now Narad Muni is preaching about responsibility of a grasta. Tasmad Brahmana Deveshu Mrityadishu Yatharthata Taiste Kame Yajasvainam Kshetragyam Brahmanan Anu. Therefore, my dear king, first offer prasada onto the Brahmanas and the demigods, and after sumptuously feeding them, you may distribute prasada to other living entities according to your ability. In this way, you will be able to worship all living entities, or in other words, the supreme living entity within every living entity. The first responsibility of Grasta is that he is not only meant to take prasadam, he is meant to distribute prasadam to everyone. In fact, Shastra में क्या बताया गया है that before you take food, actually you have to go outside your house and ask if is there anybody hungry. You have to feed everyone. Then you have to take food, prasadam. That is the standard of Grasta Ashram. At least if we cannot follow that much, we follow this much that somehow or other we have to make arrangements so that we can provide prasadam to distribute to other brahmanas, devotees. Correct? And then devtas, very important. So there is a very example of devtas. How Krishna prasadam is also distributed to devtas. Correct? So this is about Jagannath temple in Puri. How it happens in Jagannath Puri. Lord Vishnu should be offered everything, and his prasada should be distributed to all the demigods. This practice still followed in the temple of Jagannath at Puri. There are many temples of demigods around main temple of Jagannath, and the prasada which is offered first to Lord Jagannath, distributed to all the demigods. The deity of Bhagalin is worshipped with prasada of Vishnu, and also in famous Lord Shiva temple of Bhuvaneshwara, the prasada of Vishnu and Lord Jagannath offered to the deity of Lord Shiva. This is Vaishnava principle. So आज भी आप लोग जगन्नाथ टेम्पल में जाएंगे. Around main altar of Lord Jagannath, there are many demigods temple, Mahalakshmi temple, Lord Shiva temple, Hanumanji, so many temples are there. So Jagannath ji ka prasadam ji hai, it goes to all the devtas who are there. And here it is mentioned even to Lord Shiva. Durga is present in the form of Bibla Devi. So she gets prasadam of Lord Jagannath. Demigods get prasadam. This is also responsibility of Rasta. Okay. So like that, prasadam distribution is very important. You know, any yajna, any ritual we do, first we have to make sure after this program I distribute prasadam to everyone. Even any function, any family gathering is there. Prasadam distribution is very important. Another very important point is Raghunath Das Goswami was hankering for getting shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But later on he got shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Why? Yes. So Nityanand Prabhu is Lord Balram. It's Guru Tattva means position of Guru in our life. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was trying to preach through this pastime that unless until you don't take shelter of his representative, you cannot approach Krishna directly. So another very important quality is that mercy of a spiritual master is very important in our spiritual life. Without mercy of a guru, Nobody can understand who is Krishna and how can I serve him. This Krishna has already explained. Tat vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena seveya. That is the process, that vidhi. But who can become a guru? What is qualification of guru? Important qualification of guru.
He has to be a representative of them.
Okay. Who can control all his senses?
Only a devotee.
Not devotee, pure devotee of Krishna. So only a pure devotee of Krishna can become guru or a spiritual master in this material world. Now, what is the position of a pure devotee? Can we get a pure devotee easily? I mean, is it easy to get a pure devotee in this world? No. So for that, we will understand what is the position of a pure devotee in Chaitanya Charitamrita. कोटि ज्ञानी मध्ये हया एक जन मुक्त कोटि मुक्त मध्ये दुर्लभ एक कृष्ण. It is mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita, out of millions of such wise men. Such wise men का मतलब है ज्ञानी की बात करें. ज्ञानी मतलब who has read all the Vedas. कितने लोग हैं दुनिया में? चतुर्वेदी, Trivedi. How many Chaturvedis are there who have read all the Vedas? Out of millions of Gyanis, one may actually become liberated. Mukta Atma, एक मिलेगा ज्ञानियों में. Out of many millions of such liberated persons, one pure devotee of Krishna is very difficult to find. Millions of Gyanis, one liberated. Millions of liberated person, one pure devotee. We are talking about Brahmanda, entire universe. And if you can get in touch with that one pure devotee, then only you can approach Krishna. So if we are in touch with Srila Prabhupada, who is a pure devotee, we know position of Krishna. It is easy for everyone to understand his position. We can do a survey. Go and check in your society. Meet everyone. Ask them one question. Who is Supreme Personality Godhead? What is definition of God? Who has not read Prabhupada books? Who has never heard of it? Ask one question. Just tell me, what is a position of Supreme Personality of Godhead? Who is that person? Who is God? What is the goal of life? Can anybody answer these questions in a perfect way? Who has not read Prabhupada books? Who is not a guru, any pure devotee? Generally speaking, everybody thinks सब भगवान है. सब भगवान है क्या प्रभु जी? सब भगवान है. Some people think भगवान निराकार है. Some people think he's a person. They don't know who is that person. Any temple you go, everybody is there. All the devtas, because people are confused. They don't know what is position of different devtas. They don't know difference between Krishna and Vishnu. How many are there who know what is position of Vishnu? How many forms of Vishnu are there? 3 expansions of Vishnu. How many people are there who know about this? Very rare. So only a pure devotee has that rare, clean understanding of the purpose of life. Means you are meeting a person who knows the essence of all the Vedas. So it is very rare to get in touch with a pure devotee of Krishna. But somehow or other you have got this knowledge. That means you're very fortunate. And in Bhagavatam it is said, Muktanam api siddhanam narayana parayana sudurlabha prashantatma kotish api mahamune. Oh sage, great sage, among billions of liberated persons, perfected souls, one who is fully devoted to Lord Narayan is very, very rare. Sudurlabha, very rare. find a pure devotee in this world. When Srila Prabhupada was there in Europe, in Western countries, all the disciples used to ask, how come Srila Prabhupada, you can very easy, very simple words, you can explain the goal of life. How it is possible you are able to explain us in a very simple way, who is God? So Prabhupada said, everything is simple only. Nothing is complicated. But who can explain everything in a simple language? Pure devotee of Krishna. Otherwise, everybody in this world, they are simply talking jugglery of words. You ask what is goal of life, some answer they will give. जिनको पता है उनको बता नहीं सकते, जिनको पता नहीं वो all that घुमाओ answer. Nobody can understand like this. Only a pure devotee and clearly defined. Here is Supreme Personality called Krishna. Nobody can say like that. Correct? So, like that, it is very difficult. So, it is mentioned in Bhagavatam, 1st canto, 18th chapter, 13th verse. तुल्यम लेवनापि न स्वर्गम न पुनर्भवम भगवत संगी संग से भक्त्यानाम किम पुतार्षिसा. Even a moment's association with a devotee of the Lord cannot, devotee means a pure devotee of the Lord, cannot be compared to attainment of heavenly planets or liberation. What to speak of worldly benedictions? If you get one moment association of a pure devotee, that is not even equivalent to going to Swargloka. Even Swargloka, they don't know the clarity. They don't know what is the real goal of life. Even the Swargloka. Yes, that is why they are in material world. Just like Narad Muni is a pure devotee of Krishna. But Devtas in heaven, they consider, oh, he's a Dev Rishi. And whenever they meet Narad Muni, they don't want to spend time with him because he start teaching about Krishna Bhakti. They will just be, oh, very nice, Narad Muni. Go away. They don't want to spend time with him. They'll start teaching about Krishna consciousness. That means they are also not aware. Ultimate goal is there. So it is mentioned here. Pure devotee association is so rare, even going to heaven will not be equivalent to that. Correct? So, like that, to get in touch with the pure devotee means actually to get in touch with Krishna. Correct? Another thing, what we can see in this pastime is the principle of detachment by Raghunath Das Goswami. Yes, you can get in touch with a pure devotee. That is one part of spiritual life. Another part is your dedication to follow his instruction in your life. So Raghunath Das, as soon as he got opportunity later on, he immediately went to Jagannath Puri and took shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also accepted him. And at that time, his father was sending money to Raghunath Das Goswami in Jagannath Puri. He thought, okay, anyway, he has gone. At least I will support him wherever he lives. So he was sending his servants, money, everything was coming to him. So Raghunath Das Goswami, when he got the money, he was utilizing entire thing for organizing feast prasad. I thought anyway, so much of money is coming. Let me organize feast prasad to all the devotees in Jagannath Puri. So every day, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was getting invitations for Raghunath Das Goswami. And every day would go to his place on a prasada. That it was going on. After some time, what happened that these invitations, they stopped coming. So one day Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked his secretary, Sarup Damodar, Are, what happened to Raghunath Das? He is not inviting me these days. Huh? No feast prasad, nothing is going. So Sarup Damodar said, No, Lord. Earlier he was taking money from his father. Then he thought, already I have renounced everything. How can I accept money from my father? So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, okay, feast is okay, but now how he is maintaining himself? So then the Saru Damodar said, now he stands at the entrance of Jagannath temple, and whoever gives him prasadam, he accepts that. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went there and saw that he was standing outside the temple. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very pleased. He was very happy. Oh, very nice. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna only. So when he sees detachment, he becomes very pleased. Oh, he has become detached. Inside, outside he was showing, oh, he's standing out. Inside he is feeling Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has become detached. Then after some days, what happened? Raghunath Goswami was not visible there outside temple also. Again, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked him, where he has gone? So Saru Damodar said that he was feeling as if he has become like a prostitute and standing outside temple dependent on others for his food. So now he goes backside of Jagannath temple where there is discarded prasadam. Nobody goes there to take that prasad. That he collects from discarded pots and eats. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard this, he was more pleased. But outside, oh, like that has going on. So one day Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went there to meet Raghunath Das Goswami, and he was eating from those discarded pots. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked him, Hare, you are taking such nice prasadam? You never invited me. Earlier you used to invite me on feast. So Raghunath Goswami said, no, no, Lord, this is not fit for your consumption. This is all discarded prasadam. You cannot take this. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu still by force, he took that and honored that prasadam. I said, it's very tasty prasadam. So, like that, Raghunath Das Goswami was staying with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and after some time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu disappeared. How he disappeared? So, he was one day dancing ecstasy in front of Tota Gopinath deities, the temple. How many devotees have visited Tota Gopinath temple? Okay. So, he was dancing ecstasy, and while dancing, immediately he went inside the Archa Vigraha of Tota Gopinath deities. He disappeared, went back to God at the age of 48. So, Raghunath Das Goswami, as soon as he heard that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has left this planet, he felt separation from the Lord. He was not able to live in separation. So after that, he went to Vrindavan to take association of other Goswamis who were serving in Vrindavan. And there, Raghunath Das Goswami practiced another level of detachment. So Raghunath Das Goswami, his routine was every day he used to pay 2000 Dandavats pranams to all the Vaishnavas in Vrindavan and 1000 Dandavat pranams to temples, Archa Vigraha of Krishna in the temples every day without fail. Dandavat means like a danda stick, full flat, you fall down in front of the Lord. Like that, he was paying 2000 pranams to all the Vrajvasis, Vaishnavas, and 1000 pranams to the Archakara, deities of the Lord in the temples. And every day he was taking only half glass buttermilk for his maintenance. He would sleep only 2 to 3 hours, that's it. Entire day was spent in devotional service to Krishna. That is why this title is given to all these Goswamis. Goswami. Goswami means Go means senses. Swami means master of sense, who has fully conquered his mind and senses. Generally, people use Goswami like that, but Goswami word is reserved for a person who has complete control over his mind and senses. So, like that, Raghunath Das Goswami was living, and because of his detachment and pure devotional service, Krishna and Radharani used to come there to have his darshan of his devotee, pure devotee. So one day he was drinking water from a pond, and there one tiger also came because Vrindavan was like a forest earlier. So tiger also drinking, Raghunath Das Goswami also. Raghunath Goswami is not aware what is there outside. He is fully absorbed in Krishna consciousness. So Krishna came behind him and stood behind him till the point the tiger was there to protect his. And another day, Raghunatha Swami was chanting in a very hot weather outside under the sun. And that time Radhanani came and she extended her sari to the top of Raghunatha Swami, gave a shade. So Prabhupada explains, don't try to search for Krishna in some forest of Vrindavan. You perform your bhakti in such a way that Krishna comes to see, who is this devotee? So serving me nicely. That is a way to have darshan of the Lord. So this was observed by another Goswami, Sanatan Goswami. He was observing Krishna is coming, Radharani is coming, what is going on here? So he called one day Raghunatha saying, Arey, we all have come here to serve Lord. You are taking service from them only. What kind of person you are? At least construct one bhajan kutir. Protect yourself. So the tiger is not there. You are chanting under the shade. This thing, they should not come here again and again. So for the first time, Goswamis, they started using bhajan kutir on a shaded place for them. Otherwise, they used to stay under the trees. Every day they used to change their trees so that they don't become attached to even a tree. That was a level of detachment they were practicing. So, like that, Raghunatha Swami lived a very detached life, although he was from a very opulent family. And he approached the Lord only after he got mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. So, similarly, by mercy of a bona fide spiritual master, pure devotee, we also can get these two things in our heart, which is called Gyan and Vairagya. And then we can approach the Lord very easily. Correct? So, like that, many pastimes are there. So now we will sing a very special Vaishnava song in which one another pure devotee of the Lord is asking mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu, when you will give me your mercy. So it mentions the scriptures that when we offer praise to the Lord, we all are imperfect. So our praise will be also be imperfect. But when we offer prayers offered by pure devotees of Krishna, then those prayers Krishna will accept very easily. So generally what we do whenever we go to a temple, we just repeat the prayers offered by his pure devotees. Because these prayers are uncontaminated. There is no contamination. Our prayers will always have some contamination. Some desire, something will come. Can you call Rameshwar? Okay, so before we sing, anybody has any question to ask? Chanting. Okay, so before Vaishnava song, we will do one mala chanting and some announcements are there. है ना? उसके बाद we'll sing Vaishnava song. So now we will have one round of chanting. After that, we'll sing Vaishnava song, then followed by Aarti. Correct? So some announcements are there. So, as I mentioned, mercy of a guru or pure devotee is very important in our life. So, we are going to have Srila Prabhupada Ashray program. Srila Prabhupada ki. So, this program will happen on 23rd of August, Ashray program. But 30th June is the last day of registration. If any one of you is chanting at least one mala of Hare Krishna Mahamantra every day, then you're eligible to take Srila Prabhupada Ashray. Ashray means you will accept him as your bona fide spiritual master. Correct? Qualification of a pure devotee is that he can inspire others also to take Krishna Bhakti. So we can see life of Srila Prabhupada. He transformed so many people to take the Krishna consciousness. Correct? So like that, 30th June, I have already shared the details in the group. Today, again, I will share in the group. If you can fill this form, you can enroll yourself for this Prabhupada Ashray program. You have to read one small book. You have to give an exam, short interview, and finally you will participate in the Ashray program. Okay. Next Ekadashi is on 11th of July. So those are observing Ekadashi, they can focus more on chanting. That is the main seva. And after this festival, we are going to have one more festival coming up. Shri Jagannath Bale Subhadra Maya ki. So 19th of July here we will have this program. So again I will share the group link for sevas. Those who wish can participate in this festival. And we have Bhagavad Gita online reading session every day, Monday to Friday. We read Bhagavad Gita on online Zoom platform. So if you wish, you can join us for these sessions. And I request all devotees to support us by sharing this updates of these sessions which are happening here in World Trade Center with your friends, relatives, with your society members, so they also can join us. And every Sunday we arrange prasadam for all devotees. So you can sponsor one of the Sundays prasadam. And today's prasadam is being sponsored by Prakash Chandelji and family on a very special occasion. And yes, Krishna, Krishna, like even prasadam, like Raghunath Das Swami did, you will get the blessings of all the Vaishnavas in one shot. Correct? And before you leave after the prasadam, please make sure that you keep the classroom clean before you leave. So if anything spills here and there, please by using a tissue paper. And also, when you discard the plates outside, discard it in a very clean way because we are doing our program here. This venue is given to us on the basis of seva. This housekeeping not reporting to us. So before we leave, we have to clean everything. Correct. And I request all devotees to come on time. Is it important to come on time? थोड़ा जोर से बोलिए. So, okay, see, 11:20, they should come in front. So then I asked somebody why they are being called. They said maybe they are paid for that. When the prasana will start, those who have come before 11 o'clock will allow all the devotees to first go in the queue. क्योंकि अभी विवेक जी was sharing, I mean other devotees हैं. बाद में जो आते हैं पहले वो जाते हैं. So because so just like that, so devotees who come before 11 o'clock, they should get first chance to take honor prasadam. Although everybody will get prasadam. Okay, so now we'll chant one mala of Hare Krishna Mahamantra.